What is going on, everybody? It is your favorite time of week. It is time for the weekend challenge. But before we get started, let's all give a huge round of applause. Our one and only Australian is back with us. Jackal is back.
What's going on, guys?
Welcome
Good to be back. Good to be back. Thank you.
We are so ready for this tonight, you guys. The last weekend challenges are, everything is just going astronomical in regard. I guess this is what happens when you offer a ton of prizes for one DEC, one DEC entry fee, but we absolutely love it. So anyway, I know that we're starting, everybody's checking in, everybody's going here. We want to get to the town hall, though. So, Danger, why don't you go ahead, share your screen?
I'm not sharing because there's not a lot to share, unfortunately.
All right.
So I'll talk through it a little bit, but not a ton going on game wise. Kind of the highlight is still the new summoner, right? The Waka cross promotional summoner. It's exciting, but it's an expensive card, right? I think I did the math out, and I think it's $2,000-ish if you were just to purchase everything that you needed to buy it. Only 500, which will probably go fast. There'll be some on wax at a later date. The price to be determined yet. But it's going to be a pricey object for sure. I don't know if it's game breaking, right? I've thought about it a lot. It will be strong, but I don't know that it's the OP card that's going to beat everything.
Well, it will be rare. There's no doubt about that.
Well, yes and no, right? So if you look at the number of cards in existence, like the beta legendary summoners, there's going to be more Wakas than there are beta legendary summoners. So it'll be rare, but you'll still see one every here and there. I'm sure folks will be renting them or owning them in all the leagues just to.
That was what I thought was really interesting. I was looking through it and I just didn't quite know what to make of it because yes, the total cards are around the same for beta summoners as Wakas, but there's obviously a mix between level 1s to level 4s of those betas. And they're all going to be level 4s for the Waka Spirit Blade. So do you think people will be renting this at lower leagues for the excitement of it? Or do you think this is only going to be seen in like the higher tiers? Like, how do you think this will play out?
Well, I see people renting all kinds of cards at silver where I'm at, so I wouldn't be shocked to see Waka every now and again. Just folks wanting to test it out. I know I've got a couple of guys in my guild that are going to go after it, and they've already said, hey, if you guys want to test drive it, let us know and we'll share. So I might get a test drive one for a day or two, which is kind of exciting. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how OP it's going to be. Well, it remains to be seen, I guess.
I'm hanging to use some scattershot with him, just spread that poison all over the battlefield.
Oh yeah,
that's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be where it's at. I think the counter to it is going to be a taunt deck, right? And to pull all the attacks to one spot and then have a cleanse. Something slow with cleanse that will just take care of that poison. I think that's the very obvious counter. But we might see some interesting things with it. Like you said, Scattershot I think is going to be interesting because Scattershot works in it doesn't take in taunt into account, right? It attacks whatever. Doesn't matter whether taunt's out there or not. So it'll be interesting. That Gem Meteor, the new neutral card with Scattershot might shoot up in price here. We'll have to see.
Devira says, is there a bounty on the tournament, like if I beat Baku or not?
Ooh.
I don't know. I know that you guys usually go head to head, but we're gonna wait and see how this tournament progresses a little bit. I did notice that AC lost his first game, and I was a little disappointed in that he did not. He must not have invoked his own His own blessing. Oh, let's watch Baku's first play, as a matter of fact here.
Mine was
So,
not that great either.
Oh no, don't say that.
Eye Blast versus Baku going here. How did you feel about it? I mean, did you feel? Oh wow, okay, your cards are
I
great.
think I placed it wrongly. I should have had some more at the back.
Okay,
That your ace and 10-year striker
Yep.
cleans you out a bit quick compared.
10U Striker is one of my favorite cards of the new set. I don't know about you guys, but it's super fun to play.
So Fire Splinter's the splinter that I haven't really played much at all. I've been concentrating on Earth, Life, and Dragon. And I don't know. Fire. I grew up my whole life always playing the Fire Mage and stuff like that, and I thought I'd try something new with this game.
Yeah, I love playing Fire. I don't know about the rest
Yeah.
of you guys, but it's one of my favorite decks to play. I actually don't play any. I really don't play any Life, and I really don't play any Death. And I know a lot of other people really like those as well. So
The death deck that's the deck that I really want to get into, but I don't know. It seems like the more complicated deck for me, like using it's more an ability driven deck compared to what I like just with the Earth. But I am notorious for pulling out Llama and Kron though.
So you have to be a little bit clairvoyant to play Death. You have to know what's coming, because Death is all about the counter, right? And if you see it coming and you know it's coming, you can clean up. But if you guess wrong, then they're going to wipe the floor with you.
yeah.
Absolutely, it's happened too many times.
Oh no.
And here is AC's second match here. He does have the Grund, which I appreciate.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
rats.
pretty sure he's still around $4.
You guys, I
the
do
market.
so much better when I can actually hover over the cards for their names. we should have a contest one of these days. We should have a contest to see, without the names up there, if you can call out these cards.
I would get like half of them right, and then I would just make up the others.
just
and
make
see if
it
anyone
up?
could call me on it. Yeah.
Let's see. Ronald Reagan.
And you were
That
talking about other prizes.
That shooty guy.
I don't have anything specifically for if anyone beats Baku, but I do have a prize for the highest ranked YGG person at the end.
Ooh, we do. And also tonight, you guys, we do have 10, count them, 10 Chaos Legion packs that we're giving out tonight, courtesy of Knight. And one of the things that he requested was that the Yield Guild Knights are looking for gold plus level players. So if you are interested, he does a lot of the giveaways. He is one of our fearless leaders for YGG SPL. If you are a gold plus level, please come join the YGG Discord and reach out tonight, because he is definitely looking for more gold players. So I don't know what happened there, AC. You're supposed to invoke your own blessings. Let's get back to it, though. Danger, what else we got on the town hall?
So just one more thing of interest, right? Probably a lot of you have noticed that the tournaments have started. The Splinterlands sponsored tournaments have started back up. I gotta admit, I personally am a little disappointed. If you look, the prize pools for beginner and bronze tournaments are very shallow.
Yeah.
I think they've halved them, right? Instead of going out to 64 and 128, they go to 32 and 64. So I think this is kind of in line with the team's desire to put pressure on folks to level up, to push up to silver, gold, or diamond champ, to keep pushing forward. But in the same time, like I said, I'm a little disappointed, because I thought there was some emphasis on let's try to increase participation. Don't think is what they're going to get if they reduce the prize pools for the low level tournaments. And that's just my opinion. I mean, please feel free to disagree if you have a different opinion, but I was a little disappointed.
Yeah, I was noticing the same thing, except in the gold and silver tournaments, they seem to have been kept on pretty much the same. So I was noticing that this kind of the inverse of what you were saying is that they seem to be pushing people more to easier tournament play if you have a higher card power and have staked more SPS.
Yeah, and I also feel like that's part of kind of like what we're trying to do here, right? We're trying to run lower level tournaments that actually have decent prize pools, and just get the word out there, because one DEC people can afford, and we can get people in. Yeah, Decipher AC. I was actually going to say that as well. I'll mention that in a second. You know, it's you want to be able to at least have a chance, and there be prizes. So we've expanded our prizes between 50 and 100 prizes, so everybody can win at least a little something. And I think that and I feel like I don't have a problem saying this openly. I think that Splinterlands needs to remember that everybody started small at some point, and if you want people to be able to give back to the ecosystem, you got to give them at least a little something. So I mean, what do you guys think about that?
I don't know. I really like their focus on this not being free to play, and that if people want to get into this, it needs to be through some other system than just the game allowing you to play for free. It has its cons, and I definitely see what you're saying, and it's not ideal. But there's a lot of value in just this not being another Gods Unchained.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I agree with that 100%. Like, don't get me wrong. I want there to be systems that encourage people to invest more. I think just having the new sets out create you kind of need those new hype cycles. Like, that's why Magic the Gathering's done so well. That's why Hearthstone has done so well. If Hearthstone was still on season 1 cards, they probably would have lost people. There's a reason why the card game thing works.
Yeah, Dave RR from Twitch. This is a WoW game with the SPS tournament.
Yeah, those are just free handouts to them.
But it also gives the incentive to get your SPS, stake your SPS, start accruing it more and more. That's the way I hear it.
Yeah.
And another thing is the guy who's running the esports and the tournaments, Weird Beard is what he goes by, his handle in Discord. He has actively asked everybody to contact him and have a conversation. Yep. So if you're frustrated, if you're having problems staking the SPS and you want to participate in the tournaments, reach out to him in Discord and give him an earful. I don't know if it'll change anything, but at least he's willing to listen.
Open. Yeah, he's been pretty open to listening to people, and I know one of our goals is to have him on with us one of these days as well, and just talk to him about it. So, what else you got, Danger?
So unfortunately, like I said, there wasn't much, and that was about it. So, questions about land and wild modern format and the oracles and all that stuff was, it's coming. People are working on it, but nothing to announce at the moment. So news was a little limited.
Slim pickings today. Slim pickings.
Yep.
How close are we to the next airdrop, though, guys? Like, are we getting closer? How far
about
are
halfway?
we?
We're about halfway through the sale of the entire set.
So those of you that were saying that all 15 million packs were going to sell out within the first 3 days, you might have been incorrect. I mean, what is your thought in regards to this, guys? Like, what are you thinking? I mean, are we slowing down? The whales have had their chance to buy $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 worth of cards. Like,
I think it's going to depend on the broader crypto market at the moment. We're in a bit of the bear at the moment, and it's gone a bit slow. And do you give it another month or two? We're what, halfway now? It's taken. When did it get released? We're about a month in.
January, late January, I think.
So kind of 2 months. So I wonder if it's all going to be sold out by May. If there is a bull run in crypto, it'll sell out lickety split, I reckon.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt.
But if it keeps
I don't
going
know.
at this
There's a lot of
pace, I'd give it a few more
geopolitical things
months.
going on right now too that make me nervous. Like you see everything that's going on, and you're like, okay, what is that going to? We know what it's going to do to the stock markets and stuff like that. Everyone's going to be incredibly nervous. But is the crypto market going to continue with that as well? I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure.
But what do you do with your Chaos Legion packs? Do you open them now, or do we wait a few months, or what do you think?
I'm waiting.
You want
I'm
the
waiting.
legendary summoners, so
Yeah, I was going to say the big difference between Untamed and Chaos Legion was the legendary summoners came out in the middle of Untamed, and they're at the end of Chaos Legion. And I think if we were seeing legendary summoners right now, you probably see those numbers going a little bit faster because folks want to get those cards. You know, they were the killer cards.
Even if there's a
Untamed.
chance, even if it's just a small chance. iJazz, it is great to see you. I'm so excited that you passed the second round. What happened there? What happened there, Jackal?
It's hard.
What happened?
It's hard to talk and play.
Yeah, one of the things that we definitely want to make sure that we are mentioning to everybody as well, those of you that are in any way, case, or form involved with OpenSea, there's a massive issue with the migration, and a ton of people are getting their accounts hacked. So log off your wallets. Do not do the migration. Do not do anything until you hear further from their team. I knew it was crazy when I started seeing on Twitter trending that OpenSea was actually trending, and like on all of Twitter, oh my gosh, 500,000 posts in the last hour or something like that. I'm like, okay, everybody better need to be careful. So anyway, iJazz, you've been playing Splinterlands for 2 months. That is fantastic. Well, welcome to the addiction. You just say that right there. We will let Jackal choose his cards without being up on the main screen as well. So here's the thing, guys, let's go into a little bit of discussion while everybody's doing these initial rounds. Let's go into a little bit of discussion in regards to something that we're working pretty heavily in YGG SPL on, and that is delegated free to play. How is it that we find and strike that balance of helping out the players that do not have? I like to use Baku, and I use Mad Tribe and Baku all the time because they have assets that keep them in the bronze area, but they can play at like the diamond level through rentals. So how do you feel? And I'm glad you're here, Baku, because you can talk about this as well. How do you think? Let's just talk a little bit about how it is that you do a free-to-play type player, but also get them purchasing assets, so they're doing what Splinterlands leadership and core wants to have happen, but at the same time, we are not just doing a free-to-play charity. You know, Baku, what are your thoughts on it? Why don't we start with you, because I know that you've been playing this for a while. What is your take on it? I mean, is your take, has it always been, I just want to play this game, it's fun, I'm not going to ever make any money on it? What is your take on it? I saw Jackal's out.
if you want to get someone
I'm out
that's
too.
thinking of playing and then earning a little on the side, you have to make it so that it's more worth it for them to hold the cards rather than just, as everyone is as I am as well doing, we're just renting and playing upwards. So it's like you sort of have to make it so it's okay to rent and play upwards, but then it's like you can't just rent for like just forever and just keep playing like that.
If you would have taken all the
cards.
money, if you would have taken all the money that you have spent on rentals, even though you would have grown slower, would you have more assets that were your own right now? And do you see value in those assets?
I probably wouldn't have more assets. I know like streamers like Gank and them say that it's better to like slowly play up, but during the time that I was playing upwards was when the DEC value was really high, so
Mhm.
the reward pool was really high and you're earning a lot. That was just so much faster if you knew how to play the game. Like
Yeah.
I I I slowly played upwards, where I played in like bronze for like one season, silver the next season, and then if I was confident enough, I played in gold, and then eventually I reached diamond. And that was when DEC was at its peak, and it was just so much more profitable just to rent and play then.
Mm-hmm.
And if I had stayed in the lower leagues, not renting at all, and just played the game then, the amount of assets I accumulated would have been so much slower.
Really? That's
Yeah,
interesting you
because
think that.
I probably wouldn't have gotten 15k CP by this by until maybe this time of playing the game, which was about a few months, about 4 to 5 months. But because I was renting upwards, gaining the rewards and earning DEC on the side, I reached like 15k during that time in about like 2 months.
So you have 15k CP
Yes, no
right
renting.
now that you own. You own
Yes,
15k CP, and
yeah,
and did anybody help you with that, or did you
no.
invest money in?
I invested a little bit, but not enough to buy 15k. Not even enough to buy maybe like 2k
Interesting.
CP.
How
Yeah.
how many hours a season do you spend tracking the rental market to get yourself up to diamond efficiently?
It's just mostly just during the day that I am going to play.
Mhm.
So it's just maybe about like 4 to 5 hours.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you rent for one day only, right?
Yeah. Rent one day, play for 2 daily quests.
Okay, so that brings up a big discussion here. Okay, so everybody's talking about card delegation and stuff like that. Like everybody's purchasing. Hey, I want to give assets to people and let them play. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Would it not make more sense then just to say here's some DEC. You get this much per week. Go rent the cards you need. Buy cards with it.
But
Mm,
could you give that just to new players who don't quite understand the cards that you would need to build yourself a base deck?
I don't know.
mm,
It's just the question.
uh, to give the DC for them to rent right now probably isn't worth it as much unless if you can get on the leaderboard. If you can't, then it's not as worth it. It's better just to rent your own cards out than to delegate, really. As for
You think
giving,
that it's like from for instance, if I said to you, Baku, you get 5,000 DEC every month. You can rent whatever cards you want. I'm not going to give you any of my cards. I'm going to help fund this with my rentals. You think it's actually better to give you the DEC than the cards themselves?
if the person that wants to that's giving the DC wants to rent out the cards, it's probably more worth it for him just to, if the person that knows how to play can get on the leaderboard, it's more worth it that way.
Interesting. Okay.
And then he rents out his own cards to other people.
Let's go to the chat for a second here because Yoda says, yeah, you get more assets ranking up with the rewards. That's true. We all know this. And then Shyla says, when I was given DEC when I started, I really didn't have any idea of what to properly buy and rent at that time, enabling me to lose the DEC in the long run. I think that's a good thing. And then Learner's Mind says 5,000 DEC doesn't even rent you into Diamond.
Can it can.
It
Uh,
can.
I
Yeah, I think
I
it can.
I rent about like 2,800 DC, and I'm in Diamond 2 right now.
for
Is that for a
2,000 DEC.
month? Could you
No, no,
sustain
no,
that for
no,
a month?
no. Just for playing for the day, and then I'll earn back
Yep.
some of that with the wins that I get.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So what you do, let me make sure I understand this right. If you spend your 3,000 DEC for the month, let's just say that, you will push on that final day up to diamond and then
Yeah,
get the
some people actually
rewards
do
and go
that.
from there.
Some people, I know, I don't know the person, but I know the account. They just play on the final day, rent like 8,000 DEC worth of cards, and then they'll push onto the leaderboard, get like 10 to 20K worth of rewards, or even higher if they're good enough, and that's their profit.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's also like multiple of them. Pretty sure it's the same person. They
How
just
is
do that
it?
for the final day.
We see a lot of people. We see a lot of people like having these peak monsters decks and stuff like that. Does anybody here have we seen something that actually works? Like everybody's trying to figure it out, right? In how to onboard new players, but yet still make sure those new players are not going to to a no sum game. So let's see. You rent last day and rank up renting. Yeah, a lot of people are playing through the season and then renting up to rank up on the last day. I don't know, you guys. I mean, I played the last 3 seasons with my gold 3 deck, so I have like close to 150,000 CP that I own, and I played, and I didn't think the rewards were anywhere close to what. Maybe I just got really bad treasure chests or whatever, but it did not look amazing in regards to the actual rent.
I think that you have a little bit different situation though too, Last Dragon. Like the cards that you own are worth a lot more to rent than to play with because you don't own
It's true.
Chaos Legion cards. You've got Untamed and Dice cards, which are going to make more money at the levels that you've got them in renting than playing with them, I think.
Yeah, for sure. It looks like we are at round 3 of 8, you guys, as
Yeah.
well, with the tournament that's going on right now. It looks like let's go ahead and go to our leaderboard. So if you go over to Arena real quick, the
We've
Arena
got-
tab, you can see.
We've got 5 Yield Guild members still in the tournament, which is good to see.
Brawlers making an excellent run at it. Looks like Yield Guild
Nameless.
Knights, Junkie Crispo. Yep, Nameless is there. Antonine there again. I like seeing Antonine in there. Antonine is another person that does not have this massive amount of cards. Peak Monsters Champs, Yield Guild Dragons. Shyla is still in, which is fantastic. Immortal God. Schwarzschild is back. It's good to see Schwarzschild in it. We'll see how Schwarzschild does. We got another Yield Guild Brawler. Crimpton is in. And I don't know if I see any. Yep, that's it. So a lot of YGG people that are still in, which is absolutely fantastic. G-Sauce, I'm so sorry you missed checking in. Please come join us next week because we stream and we do a weekend challenge every single week. And I know I say this every week, but let me just say it again. If you want to just donate for this SPL weekend challenge, please reach out to us. We would be more than happy to take that and put that all towards the prize pool. This is all completely self-funded by the YGG SPL members. I know Lorcas, Jackal Danger, myself, we all end up contributing to the prize pool. Micah also and Knight have done a ton of contributions so that we can do this for you guys every week. So Isa Play says, I'm going to try that grind on the last day. Baku makes a very good point. Baku, why don't you talk about that last day grind?
Well, last day, I don't really do last day grinds because I know it's really expensive.
Yep.
But I do notice some accounts that do that, where they just play on the last day with 8K rentals, and then they just reach top of 25 diamond leaderboard. But obviously that's because he's really good. So
Yeah, he
he's
knows
able
exactly how to
do
get
that.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. And because it's the last day, everyone he fights has a higher rating than him. So he can climb the leaderboard way faster than if he plays every day.
That's a good tactic. That's actually a
Yeah.
really, really good tactic.
So Diamond's also a weird place, right? Because a lot of people are trying to get into Champion and not hang out in Diamond. So it's a different league than the other leagues, because most of the folks who are fooling around in Diamond are actually looking to get into Champ. So I feel like there's not the competition, because in Silver, trying to get on the leaderboard is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming that it's the same in right. It's just people with ridiculous, all kinds of crazy overpowered cards for the league that they're. I feel like Diamond, kind of empties out as folks are trying to get up into Champion, right? For Baku, the other folks who are trying to hit that Diamond leaderboard. I mean, maybe that's the sweet spot.
Unfortunately, there's currently a new problem that I've discovered with Diamond Leaderboard, which is that there are multiple people with alt accounts that do the grind up to the leaderboard. So they predominantly take over the leaderboard by themselves. Like if you look at last season, there's one guy with basically the same name for his accounts, and he took 7 spots in the top 40.
Oh, dude.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
Wow.
it's
A lot
like,
of commitment.
oh wow.
Nameless, I'm so sorry about that loss right there, bro.
So
Does he have another one, or is he out?
Baku, I
Yeah,
think that's
easily.
something the team is looking to correct. In particular,
they do.
I think they're looking to make it so you have to have the power to be on the leaderboard at the end of season in order to get the leaderboard rewards. I know that is something that they're seriously looking into. So you'll see like folks on the Diamond leaderboard who have bronze at the end of season. I know there's been a lot of complaints about that. So I know that might be bad for you, because I know you don't grind at the end of season, but that's something that
No, that would
the
be
team
fine
is
for
looking
him.
at.
Oh, I still keep enough power that I still get the diamond chest.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's fine for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd be okay.
I don't lose all my power.
Yeah.
But I know that is something the team is looking at.
I want to make sure that we give a shout out to Labu right now, you guys. This was her first tournament that she has ever played in, and she made it past round 1. So
Nice.
congratulations,
Congratulations.
Labu.
Congrats.
Let's give a shout out to her. So one of the Game Huntresses. Game Huntresses. Yeah, that's right. So Lorcas, you've been a little bit quiet. So I know that this is something that we like talk about a lot, right? Like all of us are kind of trying to crack this nut, right? Like we want to figure out how we can be supportive. We could be a little bit have a little bit of philanthropy involved here, but at the same time, how do we philanthropical? There we go.
That's
Philanthropic. Philanthropic.
We could be a little philanthropic, but at the same time, like we've struggled with figuring out how to ROI and how does it make sense? Like, is it even possible to ROI? I think the one thing that we have forgotten to talk about here is that we are only looking at where card prices are right now. And we all know what happens when the cards sell out, because all of a sudden the supply dries up, everybody starts merging cards. Lorcas, what is your take on all of this?
I think what you said is really important, because right now is just such a good time to get new players in the game and to get people leveling up and building their own decks. So right now I'm really not looking for ROI on my assets, and I would much prefer to find a way to maybe get some return, but to try to encourage more people to play. Because right now, to me, what's going to drive this game is more players that really love it and are actively engaged. So I guess that's how I'm looking at it at the moment. I think all of that's going to change, as you mentioned, as the packs sell out, as the prices start to spike again. We're going to want to pay attention to what we have on the rental market versus what we're delegating to people. But for now, I think it's a great time for people to get in, and encouraging that any way I can is I think in my selfish best interest and also just fun.
Yeah, Danger, I mean, you're in a different guild completely. So what does your guild do? I mean, I know you're in a pretty high level guild. So what do you guys do?
So emphasis in my guild is definitely on card ownership. That's pretty important to us. And the other thing is just do well at your brawls. I think we've got, we still compete in Arena 1. We've tried level 2 a couple of times and just got destroyed. Unfortunately, we went up against Immortal Gods 1. Yeah, that one.
Okay, good luck.
both times we made an attempt, and yeah, we just got annihilated. So and the other guilds up there are good too. So yeah, so that's where our emphasis is. A lot of folks, pouring money into this game. Be it they enjoy it or they think there's a lot of investment potential here. They're tired of investing in crypto assets that don't do anything, right? That you can't. I mean, yay, the value of my Ethereum token goes up or down. That's kind of boring, honestly.
Right.
So there are a lot of folks who are investing in the game. But again, the focus kind of in my guild is definitely on ownership. We want folks who are really getting into the game, who are buying or not buying SPS, but staking their SPS, who are buying cards, and participating on a daily basis. So I mean that's kind of what we're hoping everybody does.
I think what we're trying to sort out with YGG SPL is kind of that balance, right? And I know that I've said this openly on our Discord as well. Like, I really want to figure out how our guilds can then support, like, for the DAO itself to do it by themselves is a massive monumental task. But if we have solid guilds that can assist the onboarding of additional players and also be looking through the weekend challenge, through some of this other stuff with, esports and other things like that, then it can start making more sense, because our goal is to really be onboarding a lot of people, but at the same time, you want them to be able to be self-sustaining. You don't want it, you don't want the delegation to be a crutch, but at the same time, you want to be able to get people who are, bought in, want to do ownership, want to pour back into the system. So that has been the $1 million question for, in my opinion, the last year, is how to do that.
Well, it's hard, isn't it? Because we've got a lot of cards, a lot of packs to open up, and do we look at getting the maxed out, going for that champion diamond, and having fewer amount of decks that we can hand, but to our best players? Or do we keep it down maybe silver level so people can get in, they can start earning, they can start accruing cards, and we can get it out more to the masses? But we need to try to find that nice little balance, because esports, that is going to be a huge thing, and we want to be one of the top esport contenders, and we've got some great players. But if we keep it down at silver, we're also going to find more great players. So, and then we need that self-sustaining too, or growing.
Well, and it
actively.
may make sense as well, just for for the stuff that we're talking about. It may make sense when there's a big tournament coming or something like that. The DEC that's already being generated just goes to the rental of the cards that are needed for the tournament itself, and then that's where you spend your money, and you keep your assets, continuing to make money for you. So I know that for myself personally, I think I talked about this last week. I actually make more, and I think I hit gold 1. That was as far as I could push last season. I hit gold 1 pretty easily with my deck, and it still is way more profitable for me to rent my cards out daily. I'm making
Yeah,
anywhere between
definitely.
200 and 400 DEC a day, and I can't make that anywhere close to that. Even in gold 1, I think I was only making 9 to 11 DEC per. So that was
Well,
it.
it's really showing the importance of owning assets at the moment during a bear market too. Is that because I'm exactly the same as you? I've basically got my whole deck out for rent, and I just unrent them whenever tournaments like this come up. But I'm earning more than actually playing at the moment, so I want to get more cards.
Colisimos, we are doing great tonight. We're in middle of our favorite weekend challenge, week 5. We had, how many people came in this time? Is it 228? 230 people. Absolutely excellent. We absolutely love it that people have come and played in this large tournament. The biggest thing that people can do, though, if you are following me on Twitter, or following Jackal on Twitter, the biggest thing you can do is retweet and let people know that this is happening for the Splinterland community. So let's see here.
We've got 2 YGG members left.
Shyla's still in.
Yeah. I think was it Crypto Junkie was the other name?
I'm telling you right now, Shyla is in YGG Dragons, Yield Guild Dragons, and he is a beast. If he has the cards that are needed, he plays fantastic. So I'm really, really proud that you're still in, Shyla. Regardless of the outcomes, you're a fantastic player. So yeah, we actually do this. Colosimos asks, is this sponsored by Splinterlands? And the answer is that we are all of the YGG Splinterlands players and game ambassadors and game ambassador leads, and a whole bunch of us are game hunters as well. And we sponsor this every week so that you guys can come and play it. So we'll see how he does in the next one. Let's see. Yeah. That was only his first loss. So I'm really excited about what's going on.
Yeah, Junkie Crypto. So see how he's gone, or they've gone.
I think for the time, for when it makes the most sense to delegate cards to like people to play, is when they actually split up Wild and Modern, because right now it's really hard if you just want to use Modern cards to fight someone in like Diamond or Champion.
We're seeing that even here with all this stuff with the reward cards.
Yeah, because there's some situations where it's just you need the older cards to play. You need them to like, because there's some rule sets where they're just like, oh, this is perfect for this card, but it's the older cards, I can't use them.
Right.
So the time that makes the most sense is when they actually split it up to where it's Modern and Wild. So then it makes it also easier to delegate cards because the pool of cards you need to delegate is smaller as well in Modern.
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes a ton of sense. So yeah, a whole bunch of people asking what the YGG Discord is and stuff. There are a whole bunch of people that are sitting over in English Voice right now that can help you out, get permissions, and come and join us over in the Splinterlands portion of the Discord and come hang out with us. I know that Jackal has a couple spots in his guild. I know that we are working. And what is the requirement to be in your guild, Jackal?
Silver 2+, we've got no minimum DEC requirements each week. Or you place top 10 in the YGG SPL Weekend Challenge and reach out to me on Discord. You'll see me in the Splinterlands areas.
So those of you that do not have a guild, obviously, if you're part of a guild, we definitely want to make sure you honor that. Please do not let us snipe you away. That's not okay at all. But those that are guildless, we would be more than happy to have you come over and join us. Dave, you know that these giveaways always happen at the end of the stream. We always start doing them near the end when we're actually almost all the way through the tournament. So that is when that will happen. And it's not going to be all 10 packs, just so you know. It's going to be 1 pack per person, and I will give a link that everybody can fill out. So if you stay here for the entire stream, we will be doing giveaways close to the end and go from there. I know that we also have something that Danger is giving out. Danger, you want to share your screen and show what amazing cards you are giving out this week?
You always
Hang on a
choose the
minute.
most awesome cards, by the way. They're just great.
Hey,
You
Yeah,
choose the
hey,
awesome
hang on just a
cards.
minute.
Who's got the cool cards?
Bling bling.
Just so the suspense is just increased even more.
Don't worry, I'll turn on some music for it too. GG's.
Yeah, there we go.
Here we go.
You see that?
Here are the cards. Here are
Those
the cards,
ones.
everybody. The
Nice.
cards that we will be giving out, that Danger will be giving out this week. 3 gold foils, once again. Mycelic Morphoid, Venari Knifer, and Gargoya Scrapper. So absolutely fantastic. We love the giveaways that Jackal brings every week. And Knight is the one actually who donated the 10 packs. So the
Yeah, and
gold foil
he's
Venari Knifer.
just to reiterate, if anyone missed it earlier, Knight is looking for gold plus players to join his guild, right? Is that the right requirement?
Yep, gold plus. You must own it. You cannot rent to gold and then get in that way. You must own it. So please don't say, "But I rent." No, it's totally cool. That's a way to play as well. But the base cards matter, especially when you're wanting to kind of work your way up into guilds as well. So one of the things I wanted to mention that is super cool, besides this audio being way too loud now. One of the things I wanted to mention that's happening within Dragons right now more than anything is brawls are just, I was telling everybody before the stream, like, it is amazing. We have, everybody's like, oh, you need a golden kitty? Here you go. Here's a llama. Here's a Jotun. Here's this. Here's a whole bunch of alpha beta cards. Like, everybody's literally helping everybody out, and you can't necessarily do that if you don't own the cards. And I think that is a long-term strategy that a lot of people forget about. Like, you can go for the early DEC. Yes, you can get more prizes if you rent your way up to Diamond. Yes, you can get more DEC. Right now, reward cards aren't worth a whole lot from Chaos Legion. So, you know, it's pretty amazing when you see everybody just literally just jump in saying, what do you need? What do you need? What do you need? Yep. And our brawls have been going 10 times better. And what would you say, Lorcus? Probably the past 3 or 4 brawls that's been happening very, very openly.
Yeah, and just to kind of point out what we had talked about earlier, like, this is the time to do that and kind of stack up on those Gladius cards, because rentals are just in the toilet, so you're not making much on those gold kitties or whatever it is that you're valuing so highly. Like, right now is the time to, like, get people more engaged and have a whole lot more fun as a guild. And it's going to come back that we're going to want to make that $20 a day rentals at the end of the season on a gold kitty, but that's just not where we are right now. Just play the game.
It was
as
that, though, and it was awesome. That kind of brings me into the next subject that I wanted to talk about, and this is a really highly contested subject. It's something that I know that we talked about a little bit over on GameHunters as well. I know that this tournament is still going strong, and there are a lot of people still in. But one of the things that I kind of want to talk to you guys about is we're seeing a lot of, I feel like, influencers and people that were even like 6 months ago who were saying this is going to help universal basic income. Everybody's going to make more money. This is going to be amazing. Like, we saw all that going on. And now people are kind of saying, okay, maybe that wasn't super realistic. But we've seen Splinterlands, for the most part, do okay through all of this. Yes, we've seen, you know, card prices drop, but the reason we've seen card prices drop is because 15 million packs got entered into the, you know, which we all knew was going to happen. Danger, I know that we haven't really talked to you about it. What is your idea in regards to pay to play, pay to earn, pay to win. Like, do you really care about that? Or do you just want a fun game that you can play? Maybe if you make a little bit of money on your assets, great. If not, that's great too. Like, you've seen your land, values come way down. What are your thoughts on it?
Whoa,
Down? Is
way
that
down.
how we're talking about land? Yeah, I'm not sure that down is the right
The
direction.
last plot of land that I bought cost me $30. So no, I'm not down.
You're not down.
at all.
You're not down. I'm talking about the overall. I'm talking about
In
the
general.
overall
No,
cost
I get it. I get it.
of land.
I get it.
I'm not down either.
So
I'm way up.
Yeah, I want to have fun in a game, but at the same time, the point of these games is that at least you maintain the value that you put in them. Even at the low point that we're at today, I did the math the other day, and I think I'm still making $40 a day, right? Between vouchers, between SPS airdrop, between rental cards, between my earnings in game and the rewards that I'm getting, I'm averaging about $40 a day. Now bought in, like you did back in May of last year. So before the big peak, I don't know that that's achievable today. If someone was to buy in today with the same amount that I bought in back then, but I still think that that you can make money if you do this right. So there is you've got to buy in if you want to make money. Now, nothing against Baku. I know that there's money to be, you can rent and push yourself up to the leaderboard. I think you can do that, but that's a gamble in my mind, right? I'm not much of a gambler. I'm kind of a sure thing person. Maybe not the greatest at Splinterlands, but I still want to see a little bit trickling in every day. But like I said, I think I think you can get there, right? You just have to buy smart. You just have to play smart and just don't overextend yourself. I know the rewards at higher levels look great, but if you need to do a little bit of math and figure out how much I'm renting versus what are the odds of me getting on the leaderboard, and add in, the average of a reward chest and scramble that all together and find out, are you coming out ahead or are you coming out behind? And if you're coming out behind, maybe you need to readjust what you're doing. But I believe that everybody can play this game and make a little bit of money. Not enough on by any means. I don't care where you are in the world. I don't think Splinterlands is gonna put food on the table every night for you. But maybe you make a quarter or 50 cents a day, and even that is pretty good, especially when you compare that with just dropping your money in a savings account anywhere. You're not going to make anything. So it's a lot of expectation management and just doing what makes sense for you, for your ability. I'm the way Baku talks, I think he plays the game for 8 hours on those 2 days that or the day or whatever it is that he rents. I don't know that I could play Splinterlands for 8 hours in a day, or honestly more than about an hour, which is what I put in a day on average. So you've got to do what's right for you. But I think there's money to be made for everybody as long as they play smart and do the math. Right? Treat this as a business. Understand what your expenses are and what your profits are, and figure out if you're making money or not. But I think there's money to be made for everybody on every budget.
It's interesting.
For sure.
Also, iJazz Sound Zones, he has a very good point. I don't know if you're a girl or a guy, but says, well, with an average monthly salary of $4, I'm in a country like Venezuela. SL is a golden path to surviving and prospering. A friend of mine is a Venezuelan medic, and she earns $10 a month as a medic. And I think that we forget that in North America, honestly, Australia, Europe, that sometimes it doesn't take a whole heck of a lot to be able to do very, very well. Baku, you're from Southeast Asia as well. Like, have you actually pulled money out of Splinterlands to be able to?
No, I'm just reinvesting it.
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
like a long-term thing for me,
Yeah.
which is why I want to accumulate as much while playing, because I do like the game a lot,
I do too.
which is why ever since I started climbing up the leagues, I like asking me to go back down is just torture for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting though too to if you had an actual diamond level
Oh yeah,
CP,
definitely.
like
'Cause
if somebody delegated diamond, and that's the one thing that I think would be very interesting to see, Baku, is if you were to actually spreadsheet it out to see how much you're spending in rentals plus what your rewards are. It would be interesting if you brought that on here at one point to see, hey, this is how much I'm renting and this is how much I'm making. I think that is would be some really good, because I know that a year ago when I know Homestead Hacker, Danger, and I were all talking, we were trying to do numbers and see what made sense. But that's when the numbers were like right now at the beginning of the cycle, and all the prices. I mean, all the prices were. I think we're making like 13 cents a day. I'm not so sure it's much better than that right now. Has anybody worked out those numbers? How much bronze, silver, and gold? How much are you making a day?
So at diamond, I am making about 20 to 30. Actually, no, it's higher at the beginning. It's about 50 to 80 per battle in deck.
In deck, okay.
Yeah. Now it's down to about 30 to 40.
Okay, so let's go to dark energy crystals here on my screen. I'm not going to share it because we're going to keep watching.
So I really love this chat every week because I love that Danger has this very rigid approach that is extremely smart. And I just want to throw out mine, which is less smart, but I want to validate the other people that play this game like I do. I think it's really smart to try to make money each day, but I also want to validate people that want to play this game for fun. And the really good thing about this for people that are both ways, if you play this game for fun and you're willing to lose a little money in the process of having fun, that increases the assets for people that are doing this for real or for more serious purposes, because it just generates part of the growth of the game. I think that this game has enough potential that it's worth gambling on and having a lot of fun with. And I just approach it in a little bit different way than Danger. And I love trying to learn from Danger to make fewer mistakes with my stupidity.
Well, we've got, okay, so let's do some quick math right now, okay? We're saying to get to 85% of our to get to 85%, it's right around 23 matches a day, right? About 23 matches. And we're assuming that we win 50% of those, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 11.5. Okay, so you're winning between 30 and 40 in diamond, right?
Yeah.
So let's just say 35. So about 402 DEC a day. Did I do that right? 11.5 times 35. Sounds about right. 402.5 DEC a day. So 402.5 DEC a day currently. Sorry, 402.5 is $1.32 for a 50% win rate. Now, a lot of us winning more than that, but that's about what it is. And then if we multiply that by 30, we've got 12,075, which is about $40 a month. So with $40 a month in diamond, which we know is where it's very good, but let's talk about gold, because I know where gold was. It was about 9. And again, go ahead, whoever's going to talk.
Oh, yeah, I'm a total liar. I am gold right now. That was not diamond.
Okay, so you're making about $40 a month in gold. Okay, that's good.
Yeah. It should be diamond like as soon as I play the next quest.
Are we including the daily reward chest or just flat out DEC gain?
Just DEC
Oh, I was
gain.
just doing DEC gain.
Okay.
Because the reward chests are how much each?
I actually
Well,
have
the
to
reward
check what
chests
the
are like
average
all over
actually
the
Can't
map.
calculate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you get a pack, then it's like
so-
$4 instantly.
Yeah, so since the pack, the percent drop on the pack changes from league to league, there's not one
Yeah.
overarching.
It's very
Value.
random because
Let's
I've
see,
gotten
hang
like
on.
3 packs in one daily before. So
Really?
yeah,
Send some of that
Yeah,
luck
so
my
it's-
way. He
it-
invoked the
it's
blessing of
like,
AC is what he
wow.
did.
there's actually a
Yeah.
really good guide to the loot chest value calculator on the Splinter Cards website, which I would encourage anyone curious about this to look at.
That might be a bit overvalued, some of it sometimes.
So in Gold 1, loot chest value on average is 51 DEC.
Okay, so we're talking about 402.5 plus what?
So if
I
you're
would say maybe
doing
half that. Maybe about like 25 DEC per chest value. Just
And how many
to
chests you get?
lowball it.
At gold, you get 5 chests, right?
you're getting 8 in Gold 1, I think you get 5 in Gold 3.
Per day.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
200 more. Okay, 602.5 times 30 is 18,075. So you're making $60 a month, which can get you some nice cards, quite honestly. You can roll that back into cards. It's great. And let's not forget that if a bull market comes again, like we're really, really low right now. Like DEC is not worth a ton. So
as soon as we run out of cards, right? As soon as we run out of Chaos Legion packs, everything goes
it all
up.
boosts. Yep. It all bumps. Because all the cards start getting opening, everybody starts merging. The supply is lower because the burn mechs of this game is amazing.
How much do you reckon card prices are going to be impacted when Land's released?
They got to give us more.
Skyrocket
I mean, they've got to give
like
us more
for a bit,
information
or-
on lands. I mean,
Yeah.
before we know that, Ooh, it looks like we're down to the final 8. Look, Schwarzschild is there. Always good to see you there, Schwarzschild.
So I love that question from Learner's Mind in the chat. Like, what do people think about when packs are going to run out right now? Because from my
That's a good question.
perspective, we're right on the precipice of this potentially accelerating because we have one more airdrop, and then we are on to legendary summoners. And I suspect that people are going to FOMO into pack buying once they start to see what those legendary summoners are.
Well, I think everybody's waiting. Everybody's holding their packs. We know that because they want the chance to potentially get something. And you know what? A whole bunch of us are holding, and it's not going to matter. We're not going to get it.
Nah. I'm thinking 2 more months. That's where I'll be putting my money. 2 more
Danger?
months packs will last.
How long do you think?
Oh, I think we'll get out to May. I think we'll get out
Yeah.
that far. I think it's going to slow down a little bit more. I think they're probably going to release. I hate to say it, but the first summoner is going to be bad. It's just it. I just don't think they're going to have their heart. I know it's going to be the first person that won the pool, but I just have this sneaking suspicion that it's going to be not that good. Don't quote me on that. Not financial advice.
Should we put a wager on this, like between us on the stream, like when this is going to sell out? Because I think this is kind of fun.
So maybe it all depends on that first summoner. If the first is equal to
amazing
Jotun, then yeah, it goes fast. If the first summoner is equal to
Jotun is the bar, what the hell?
If it's equal to well, could you imagine though? Like, think about it this way: what if all the summoners that are coming out are basically Jotun-esque? So
Well,
all of a sudden,
it's
every
impossible for me to
splinter-
imagine. It's impossible for me to imagine that because unless they're higher cost in mana, it's hard for me to imagine that they would devalue the alpha and beta cards that already exist that far. Like that that seems like
Yeah.
a bad business decision for all the people that invested in your game early.
I don't know.
Some
I
people,
mean,
the cards that
no,
are
but
on par or counter them, I could see, but like equal or more powerful seems nuts.
But see, this is where I think LAN's going to come and play. I think the alpha and beta, they're going to get their value from the LAN play.
Yep.
Splinterlands is going to, I reckon we're going to get some real OP summoners coming out, because this is when Splinterlands makes their money. They're making money off everyone buying their pack. So I think the opposite to your Danger. I think they're going to come out with a huge summoner, and it could be better than Jotun. They want people buying these packs.
If it's better than Jotun, is it like 9 mana? Like, what is this?
Ooh, it'd have to be. It'd have to
Oh,
be.
I want life with piercing, just so my Uriel just eats other teams alive.
Oh,
That's all I want. Life piercing.
yes.
That's it.
What about
I
one
want a
that
full
adds
immunity
+1? What's one that's like +1 melee to every card, regardless if it has melee or not? Like something like that would be ridiculous. Like turn
That would
Almo
be fun.
into like a tank.
I want full immunity.
Full. Oh, of course you do.
Yeah, immunity would be an interesting one because it would be a hard counter to that 3 mana cost one that's coming out right now with poison.
It would stop the
Yeah.
draws or RNG from noxious fumes. I
It's true.
absolutely hate that.
It's true. Let's see here. Let me get to. All right, you guys, we are getting closer and closer. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the link to be able to get into all of the prizes that are happening this weekend.
So can you remind me? We've got 10 packs and we've got Danger's 3 awesome gold cards. Is that what's been given away?
10 packs, Danger's 3 awesome cards. I personally think that we should give 2 of those packs to whoever is in a YGG guild, whoever is the last man standing from YGG.
Well, I think
What do
that
you
was,
guys
that was Junkie
I also have a
Crypto, there's no
prize.
more YGG.
Yeah, and I have a prize for them as well.
Really?
I hadn't announced what it was yet, but yeah.
What is it, Lorcus? What is
It's a
your
1
prize?
BCX gold foil Zenith Monk.
Nice.
Nice.
Yes, please.
I love that card so much. I guess I didn't realize how awesome that card is.
It is so
until
strong.
Recently at diamond level or at max level, that card has both void and magic reflect. For 4 mana cost with heal. It's just nuts.
It's
He's
amazing.
a really clutch tank in Little League.
Yeah, Little League. That card is insane.
I love that card. I think that card is amazing. Oh, look at all these no guilds. Okay, so when you guys see no guilds that are sitting here playing and reaching the top of the leaderboards, do you think that they're alts? Or do you think
Definitely, I think they're alts. They have to prove they're not alts. Don't believe it.
Oh yeah, I've never played before. Tim Hendricks, thank you so much. We do this every week, and we love that you are coming and joining us as well. So please make sure that you guys are filling out that form. And remember, if you are not here, you cannot win if you are not here. So please do not fill out the form and leave, because we will not be sending prizes to you if you are not in one of the chats, either the YGG chat or the one of the 3 places that we are streaming this tonight. So
I got to disagree about the no guild thing. I think it's very hard to find a guild unless you're on Discord, and I know a lot of people haven't figured it out. That Discord is a thing, and then that's where so much of the community and the interaction in this game goes on. And the Splinterlands site does a very poor job, in my opinion, of pointing people in that direction. So I think there's a lot of folks who are just kind of hanging out, who are having fun playing the game and don't realize what's going on with guilds and guild brawl and all the advantages of finding a home, so to speak, in this game. I don't know how the team fixes that. An in-game chat that could get a little dicey, but I think there's a lot of folks that don't have a home, that are just kind of hanging out, that may have caught Splinterlands as something interesting on a Twitter feed somewhere or some other social media, and are just fooling around and don't know where to go.
I think you're absolutely right. I was mostly joking about how much I suck and that people couldn't possibly be this good. No, I think you're absolutely right that there's communication that's just sorely lacking there. The main reason that I ended up just joining a random guild was because I played a bunch of random games and knew that there's benefits and that I was missing out by not being in a guild. But that isn't clearly obvious until you're in a guild and can see what those benefits are. Like there's not like you click on the guild
Right.
tab, it shows you all the guilds. It doesn't say this is what you're missing out on by not being in a guild. Which
Oh, and
would
I have to
be,
donate my
very helpful.
DEC every yeah.
Yeah, so it would just be helpful.
Well,
David,
the other
David
thing is
says this too. They don't want to join a guild because of the DEC contribution to maintain the guild. What do you guys
so
think
you
of that?
you just have to find one without. There's plenty of it. I mean,
Yep.
my guild that I'm in doesn't require any minimum DEC. I mean, it's nice because we move ahead, but yeah, it's just hard to find. It's hard to find a guild.
What do you think about this statement right there? Oh, sorry, wrong person. Yoda says a lot of old people don't use Discord. And let me tell you right now, Yoda, that
I
is
agree.
offensive.
Really old, and it took me a
Offensive.
while to get on Discord.
45 years old with a
Define
2-year-old.
old, Yoda.
I think they just don't check Discord as regularly. That's about it.
No, I just want to say I'm not offended and totally agree with that statement that I'm not as hip and cool as these youngsters.
I am hip and cool.
Well,
I'm not as hip and cool as Jackal though. Let me just throw this
Yeah.
out there.
One day.
Someday I will
Well, does
be.
that raises a question? Is it worth branching out to more social medias, your Instagrams, your Facebooks,
We do.
Snapchats? We do, but is that maybe where more guilds should be getting their fingers into getting people out of? If that makes sense.
I don't know. So to me, like the best way to communicate is in game. So like to me, if there were like a solid in game way to communicate, that would be vastly superior. Just because people know the same place to go for all of their information. I like the idea of Discord being able to be used for like tactics or whatever, but just communication between guilds or even groups of guilds to me should be seamless within the same interface, because that's where people are already. And if we want this to be a game where people are heavily involved, like think of all of the games that are heavy in esports, and I can't think of any one of them where there isn't like a solid interface for communication in game. Sure, voice chat or whatever can be a very key for certain types of esports games, but they all have a chat functionality and like a guild functionality and being able to just chat broadly to the people that you play with.
That's true. I mean, what's actually really weird. By the way, we're in the semifinals. Okay, guys, we see Schwarzschild here again, which is awesome. We know Schwarzschild is absolutely a beast. We've got Aqua King. We've got Gaposhkin. I don't want to say that. That's one of those that people make
You
that
got
make you. You're like, can I say that? Okay, we're okay. And pattern root. So those are our final four, you guys. I've got 28 people so far who have signed up for these giveaways, and that is absolutely fantastic. So please enter my IGN for Dinez Sen Scholarship. That is not your IGN, Dinez. So just letting you know. If you do not have a Splinterlands account, I guess I should have said that. That don't sign up. But we literally have so many giveaways that are about to start taking place. So why don't we give these guys a chance to go ahead and play through the semifinals, and then we'll start doing the giveaways. Mad Tribe says, I got to YG Discord thanks to Dwayne recommending it a long time ago. And then Yoda says again, there is Telegram, Discord, Twitter, Slack, etc. In game would be awesome. What's really weird is that when we are recruiting for dragons, a lot of them will be like, hey, do you have your own Discord like server? And I'm like, I don't want yet another Discord that I have to keep up with. I have like 60 of them right now, and like half of those I like truly have to stay on top of. So it's just like, oh, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and hide that screen as well. Like, what do you guys think about some of that? Like, what kind of integration would you like to see in regards to communications in Splinterlands?
Do we have to just talk about Splinterlands? Because
No.
honestly, I would like actual notification control in Discord to be useful, because Discord's notification control is out of control bad. That would solve so much of our issues. Like, it wouldn't matter how many Splinterlands servers you were in if you could accurately control notifications, because that's really what's bad, is when you have just a bombardment of notifications. But I think they have refused to face that problem. But since that's the case, I feel like that's why we need in-game communications. But
Yeah.
to me, out-of-game communications are super helpful for like out-of-band, like somebody's late for a brawl, so you know their Discord handle to ping them to come back. But like everything about coordination, like it just makes sense to be in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. So Schwarzschild versus Aqua King here, first round. And it looks, did they put almost the exact same thing up?
But I want to know what Danger thinks, because I feel like we always have the opposite
That's
opinion.
true. What is your idea, Danger? What do you think in regards to
So there is an in-game chat feature, right? You can go to
For
the
guilds, yeah.
tavern and
Yep.
and talk to folks in your own guild, which is okay. It's not the greatest chat ever. I know that my
Schwarzschild?
group doesn't use it.
Yeah.
Just because of there's some limitations, right? With people want to post things, right? You want to post links, you want to post images, and you can't do that.
Memes, like how the hell do you put a meme in that chat? Oh.
Exactly.
Especially when I'm trying to send pictures. I mean, no.
Not again. Not again.
Oh, yeah. So, but I'm also, I played Clash of Clans, which is kind of one of the games that was more integrated around a chat feature from day one.
Yeah.
And that public chat there was, kind of a hot mess for anybody that has been in that game and knows what I'm talking about. So I don't know how you solve that problem, other than making some very complicated Discord, like, I subscribe to this channel or that channel and I can block users, and that might be a
Right.
little too much for a browser game. So the third party apps might just be how it has to go
How it
down.
ends up having to be.
Yeah,
Right.
and unfortunately, yeah, I know the team posts, hey, look at our Discord all over the splash page of Splinterlands. It's just, nobody opens up to that page. I know I don't. I open up straight to the battle page and get about my business. So,
Right.
yeah, I don't know how they fix that problem. Honestly, I don't have a solution for that one.
And Discord's it's kind of created a standard to how game communities interacting, at least at the current time. Like just about every game that I've played, a guild or whatever always has a Discord to link to. And the Splinterlands themselves, like, they haven't even put any interest in updating their marketplace. They're relying on the third parties for these kind of things, which I kind of prefer. If they continue down the path of creating such a sweet game for us, I'd rather them keep their focus on that personally.
I love the fact that a lot of these teams of the games that we really like Splinterlands, even like we talk about Axie, we talk about a lot of these, they're all increasing their dev teams. Gala, we've seen the same thing. Jackal, I do need to talk to you about Gala at some point. The music node. We got to talk about it. We got to talk about the music node. Shylan says, guild leaders and guild members in one Discord server to not create more Discord servers and to have a better communication with each guild. Create exclusive text channels only for leaders and for specific guilds too. Yeah, different channels would be very cool. And Gohan, you want a music node. I already told him. I was like, Gohan, you just need to get a music node, bro.
You need to get a founders node. They're only
Jackal,
96 now.
I just need you to buy me a Founders node for 96K, and I'll send you the Gala back. I'll send it back to you. It'd be
Yeah,
like
good
you having
for it.
double. Yeah, I'm good for it. Good for it, bro. 100 grand. What's 100 grand between friends, everybody?
Right.
What's 100 grand between friends?
Oh, one day.
So we had two different wins. We had Schwarzschild win, and then was it Gapo?
I
the
missed
second
that.
winner?
But
Yeah,
this is
Gapo.
Schwarzschild's
Gapo.
second
Gapo was the
matchup
second
now.
one. All right, so it looks like we have the next one that we're ready to go with. We ready? All right, here it is. And it's Schwarzschild versus Aqua King. My money's always on Schwarzschild, guys. Just
Yeah.
saying.
The grunt at the
Same.
front. That is
Yeah.
nice. This Mycelic slip spawn at the back is a really nice play. I bought myself the Spirit Hoarder today, actually. Triage level 1. And keeps Mycelic right at the back there, up nice and alive for most of my matches. It's real nice.
I really think that is that is a tactic that works so well. We've seen that happen, and it's protecting that back line of all of the, your magic and range users. So I think it's a really, really cool idea. So, and I think we know how this one's going to go, but we'll see. The fat lady has not.
I'm surprised Equichild put the infantry in second position when he pulled all the focus to the back. So the front would usually be like a melee unit. So I was surprised he put the infantry in the second position there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it does not surprise me to see Schwarzschild go through. We're going to see what happens here between Pattern Root and Gapo.
Here we go. We've got again Wave Brood at the rear with the taunt.
Yep, the same sort of idea. Yep. It's a great idea.
Yeah. See, they've put Wave Brood at the front, the Pattern Root, Sea Monster behind. It's Opportunity. Yep. I missed that. I was going to say they've got a lot of damage just sitting there, not doing much.
So Schwarzschild moves on.
Yep.
And we'll see what happens here. See if it goes to a best of 3, a game 3 or not. It's very weird to I feel like I see Demented Shark. I feel like I see that same lineup for almost every blue. We don't see there. We do not see the mech there very often in that second position. I don't know that I've ever seen the mech there.
So we got Opportunity in play. It's making a comeback. I used to see the mech all the time only a few months ago.
The mech was...
It's still a solid card.
The mech is so great.
The mech, literally just destroys Bronze League.
Pierce.
I remember everybody complaining about how strong... Oh, I'm just getting wrecked with the mech keeps killing me.
So which one do you like better? Do you like mech better or Chain Golem?
I'd have to say mech.
It's really not it shouldn't be a close call. One's a legendary, right?
I just don't have Chain Golem.
If you talk about level 1s, maybe the mech.
So we're
interesting.
We're 1-1, right? There. So we do have a final match that is going to happen between these guys, which is great.
Which is one thing the Splinterlands team has been talking about with the tournaments, having cleaning up this stream interface. So
we're ready for that.
See,
100%. Just not have to hide it. I mean, obviously anybody can go and look what happens at the same time, but we like being able to shoutcast it and talk about what's going on through it as well. And YMR, what up with you, my guy? We're glad that you are just dropping by. Look, he's a poet and he knows it, guys. He's a poet and he knows it. All right. As soon as we get this, you guys, we will go into our giveaways. I have 31 entries, which is awesome. And we have many things to give away today.
Those odds are great. That's just under 50% to win a prize.
Yep. So that's the thing. If you come and you watch and you enter into the giveaway, guys, tell all your friends that they're missing out if they don't come on into the stream as well. So I think that we're actually
money.
We're giving away more in the stream this week, then we're giving away 5,000 DEC.
Well, honestly, that's what we're going for, right? Like, we want to like get people excited about the game, not just playing a tournament. Like, the tournaments are a part of that, but like getting people to like communicate and chat about what they like and what they don't like. And for me to get the opportunity to like make you all listen to me for a few minutes is,
it's
I just
3
I'll just like
times
the
the
excuse to-
reward
sorry.
giveaways. 3 times the rewards.
I just like the excuse just to talk Splinterlands with some guys
That's right.
and gals.
Yep.
I
Any
love that
excuse?
like there's so many different viewpoints that Last Dragon and Jackal you guys have found to like come in here and chat about things, and that makes this a lot of fun for me. Like getting to talk to Danger and getting to talk to Baku, and then when like Luke
Plays to earn.
like words are hard right now. Like there's just a lot of different viewpoints and like the way to play this game, and makes the stream a lot of fun for me.
Yeah, I think that we've been streaming this for almost a year now, and it's been fun to see kind of the iterations that have taken place. Where we started in Discord, and we didn't really want to leave Discord. Cydric and I didn't want to leave Discord, and then we're like, hey, let's just do it anyway. So we did it, and we were talking about just the news, and then we were like, well, let's have some sort of a play component to it as well. And then it was like, okay, well, beyond the play, let's see what we can do. Oh, well, let's make it a challenge. Oh, okay, let's turn it into a tournament that happens every week. I mean, it's been super fun. So, all right, here we go. This is the third to figure out the finals right here, guys. The third match.
What do we got?
Wow, completely different approaches here.
Yep.
There's your favorite monk right there, Orcus.
Oh, he's banking on the monk to outlast everyone.
No, the monk in the back.
Yeah, he's banking on it.
Oh, look at
Bucku's
that.
noxious
gonna
fumes,
win.
his favorite.
Oh, he's gonna win
He's
too.
gonna win.
Wait, not necessarily.
No, he can't kill the monk.
But yeah, he can't hurt the
Because it
monk
keeps
because
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right. It was a cool idea. It was
that was great. I love it.
Great idea. All right, so I think we've got our winner.
Solid
Well,
match.
we've got our finalists, guys.
Yeah,
We've got
we
our
do.
finalists. We've got the final two. We've got Gapo versus Schwarzschild. So let's talk about those rewards really quick. So what's going to happen is there will be a Soul Fiend that comes to whoever the winner is, and there will be a Chaos Legion pack. One of the things that was a little bit confusing last week, guys, and we just want to make sure that everybody understands, we have to send the Chaos Legion pack and the Soul Fiend to your IGN. So if there's a little bit of a delay, it's just because we're just trying to get them all sent out. So I'll be sending the Chaos Legion pack, and Orcus will be sending the Soul Fiend. So
this is going to be a tight match, by the way. They've both got 12 wins. Gaspuccian has only got 1 loss, but this is a little battle of the Titans.
But that is like a great feedback request if anyone wants to file it, is to be able to attach the actual cards to the tournament, because that would be, cool.
So much easier. All right, guys.
Definitely.
You know how this works. What should we give away first? What should we do first, guys? We've got 33 people who have entered. Should we do the 10 packs?
Do the 10 packs.
Shall we do
but
one
two of
pack
them
per?
are going to just YGG people, or did
We can.
I thought that was what you said. Sorry, I wasn't trying to make up a new rule.
No. What do you guys want to do? We can do whatever we want because it's our stream.
Well, these are Night Av's packs, and I feel like that's typically something that he does, is try to make them YGG specific. So I thought a couple going to YGG might make sense.
All right, let's do that then. So we'll do 8 winners. So I'm going to do 8 winners right now. I absolutely love this new way of doing this. So, all right, here we go. 8 winners, just like
to be
that.
the contrarian again, I really did like to see the wheel spin. So if someone could make us just like a spinning wheel graphic to make me feel better, that would be great.
So the truth of the matter is I can actually take all of these, export them out to the wheel spin, and then make it happen. Yeah, I just am probably being just a little lazy. All right, Denez, I need to make sure that Denez actually has a account, but these are the winners. Parzival, Denez, Manny Boy, McCoy 14, Learner's Mind, Shylin, Baku, and WooCat. You are the winners of the Chaos Legion packs. So
Congrats to all.
we're gonna go ahead and get that going.
But there's more.
Oh, but there's more. I'm gonna go ahead and star these guys so that I know who gets the packs. So that we don't mess this up, because if they all go away, then I end up having to watch the stream again and feel like a complete idiot. So, all right. So here we go again. We have 3 winners this time, right?
Yes, sir.
Indeed.
3 winners for the gold foils. So here we go. And we're going to go here. See, I can export the entries here and actually put them on the wheel. This is just so much faster. After you've done like one after another, and oh, they're not here. Oh, they're not here. Oh, they're not here. It's literally the worst. Okay, so here are the 3 packs that are going to go out. Looks like Lauter. Looks like Isa, the second most winningest person in YGG, wins from Danger and Gold Foils, and Hannum 1. Do you have all of those? There's your 3. Lauter, Isa, and Hannum 1.
I think I got them all. Yes.
Okay, we got them all.
Congrats to all 3.
Congratulations.
Well done.
GG, everyone.
The winners. That was probably a lot of winners going right there. Like, that's 11 people, $40 in packs, plus another $15 in $10 in gold foils. All right, here we go, guys. We
have a result.
We are
This
at
is the first battle.
Schwarzschild versus Gapo.
Oh no, the sneak.
Oh yeah.
Here it comes.
Oh no, the sneak.
You guys, I love that chicken so
Good
much.
job.
And Schwartz, once again, showing absolute dominance in the weekend challenge. All right, hold on. Oh, okay.
Second battle?
Well, I guess we know who.
Wow, already?
who it is.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it.
Dang it, you gotta wait.
Oh,
Right. Congratulations to the Schwartz. May the Schwartz be with you, Jackal. May the Schwartz be with you. So while we're finishing this up, everybody, again, we absolutely love it when you guys come and join us. If you are not part of the YGG Discord, please feel free to come and join us. We would love to have you there. Also, if you are watching us on any of our Twitches, Twitters, YouTubes, everything else like that, please like, subscribe, smash the like button. Again, if you are looking for a guild to be a part of, please come and join us. We would love to have you. I'm going to place that one more time while we see. Yeah, Schwartz, you are a beast. And by the way, Schwartz, if you would ever like to come and join us shoutcasting one of these tournaments, we would absolutely love to have you. It would be fun to have you. So please reach out to me.
I will give you an extra prize if you win this tournament while casting with us.
Yes, I actually would. I would double that if you actually could win the tournament while shoutcasting. There's extra in it for you. So, all right, Schwartz, congratulations on week 5. That is Schwartz's second win, I believe. So Schwartz wins the Soul Fiend. Gapo wins the Chaos Legion pack. And once again, you guys, it has been an absolutely incredible night. Look at all these people who have gotten rewards. It looks like the top YGG is Junkie Crypto. So
yeah, Junkie Crypto already got his card, I think. Hopefully he already got it.
Excellent. And Junkie Crypto, you have 2 Chaos Legion packs coming from us as well. So congratulations.
Shyla, number 30.
Shyla, what a great showing from all of these
Yeah.
YGG members. We absolutely love it. Come join us. Come hang out with us, guys. We will be back next week, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we will see you all very, very soon. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you all later. Good night, guys.